Welcome to InThisCornerTV.com. I'm Smitty. They're breaking things down, putting things away here at Mandalay Bay. Earlier in the night, Paul Williams put on a sensational performance, a dominant performance, winning a 12-round unanimous decision over future Hall of Famer Wright. Also on the card, big up-and-coming heavyweight contender Chris Arreola scored in TKO over Jameel McCline. We had the opportunity after the fight to speak to both winners on tonight's show. Paul, tremendous performance tonight. You threw a ton of punches, but you were also very relaxed in there.
Oh, that's part of my game. Mr. Peterson, he told me just make it through one round at a time. I had to stay calm. So even though I throw a lot of punches, that's what we train on. So, he be the one that keep me calm. I know where he going. Be relaxed and stuff, and real happy about it. Tell me what I'm doing right, and then everything is good. The
punch that I really loved was that right hook to the body and the right uppercut. Really did a tremendous job with that punch. I think that was really the key to the victory in terms of your arsenal.
I mean, we worked on all them punches. We knew the uppercuts was going to get him, because how his defense is and stuff. So we knew the uppercuts was going to get in there. And, we just worked, Took his weapon away from his jab. Take his jab from him, use my jab, make him deal with my jab. And then it set up every now and then I come out there explosive, big shots on him and stuff. It's overwhelming.
Now, what would you like to do right now? There's so many opportunities for you, 147, 154, 160, 168. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm just going to go with the biggest fights out there, whoever step up in the ring with me, I'm going to let Al, Dan, and Mr. Peterson handle all that, I'm going to let them do their job and stuff, because I've been calling out people for so long, and they don't give me who I asked for, so I'm not calling them out no more. Unless they 168 and they come out of retirement.
If you think this performance is going to help you get fights, I doubt it. Not the way you looked in this fight, and it certainly catapults you into the pound-for-pound best. Where do you think you rank in the hierarchy of boxing?
I got to be right the number one or number two, because I fought everybody, all the big name guys, the people that want to fight. I fought them, and I put on good shows every time. Even when I lost, I came back explosive, going to different weight classes. And if I'm not a number one, I should be number two on my list, I think.
I can tell you have a lot of respect for Wright.
Oh, I definitely got a lot of respect for Wright. I got a lot of respect for all the fighters that step in that ring and give it their all. Winky, he didn't take no slack, so he was punching with me. He fought. He didn't do his defense like he normally do. He made. I know.
She's right, and on that, we'll close it out. Best of luck. Look forward to doing an entire show with you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Chris, let's talk about your performance tonight. How do you rate yourself?
About a B-, C+. I just felt I could have taken a little step back when he tried to smother me, when he tried to hold me. I let that happen, and it was my fault. I could have thrown probably a jab, take a step back, and then catch him with a counter uppercut.
You were relaxed in there. You were thinking. I could see that you were trying to establish the jab, work to the body, throw the hook off the jab. He's an experienced guy, though. I think it was the right kind of opponent for you right now.
Oh, it was a perfect opponent. He's a tough guy. I hit him with some good shots, and he kept coming. But that's the main thing. I try to just stay relaxed and become more of a pro fighter, a more professional fighter, and not just go in there and just go all crazy and stuff. But I definitely picked my shots, and I made sure that every shot that I took, I didn't waste.
What are you most trying to work on at this stage in your career? One of the things, you're trying to do a better job with your conditioning, and that's something for a guy like you that's going to be really important in order to win a heavyweight title.
Yeah, I know I came in at 255, but if you guys see my body from 255 to my last fight at 254, it's a big difference. I feel more relaxed, and I felt great. But, of course, there's a couple things I got to fix here and there, a couple things I got to tweak, a little bit more head movement, not rely on blocking punches all the time, so move my head a little bit more and establish myself, my fighting style, and be able to make them fight my fight.
One of the things I think we are all enjoying about you as we get to know you is you seem to really enjoy this. This is like fun for you.
It is, man. I've been in this game for about 15 total years, 15, 16 years, and I live for this. I love boxing. I love fighting. I love the whole media, I wouldn't be in this position if, it wasn't for the fans, So, you know what? If they want an autograph, I'm going to stay there as much as I possibly can.
What's next for you?
Whatever Dan says, whatever Mr. Heyman says, whatever my trainer, Electric Henry Ramirez, whatever they say, I'm game, man. I'm not worried about it. take a week and a half off, and then just hit back to get a strength conditioning coach and just get back into it.
Best of luck, continued success. We look forward to seeing you fight again.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Well, all in all, a good night of boxing here at Mandalay Bay, and especially good night for Paul Williams. How is anybody between 147 and 160 going to beat this freakish guy who throws 1,000 punches and has tremendous speed, doesn't seem to get tired, and seems to be getting better all the time? Look forward to seeing him in action soon. And Chris Arreola, still a work in progress, but a guy who is determined, hungry, and seems to be a lot of fun. Boy, does the heavyweight division need that. Stay tuned in this corner, TV.com, for all the big-time boxing news.